What could be worse than Mayor Karen Bass winning re-election as LA mayor in 2026? Well, how about a Democrat socialist winning mayor in Los Angeles and a Democrat socialist majority on the city council? All of that is a real risk. How do we fight it? Coming up. I'm Carl DeMaio, chairman of Reform California and a California state legislator. And last week, I brought you the news of the bombshell report that disclosed and proved that Mayor Karen Bass was behind the watering down of an investigation, a report, an after-action review on the Los Angeles Fire Department's failings in the wildfires from a year ago. And that revelation, not a surprise to longtime viewers of this show, but that revelation caused a big shakeup in the mayor's race. First, Rick Caruso kind of played with the idea that he would jump back in, saying, "Oh my, I didn't know things were so bad." Really, Rick, you can just stay on the sidelines, okay? Just be an observer. And of course, Rick Caruso last week, then within like a few hours, confirmed, no, I'm really not going to run for mayor. Chicken. But then suddenly a Democrat socialist member of the LA City Council, who's known as the Mandami of the West. That's right. Actually, worse than Mandami. She announced that she's jumping in the race for LA mayor. So all of this has shaken up the race for LA mayor, which means that Los Angeles, as improbable as this could be, as much as we were saying, oh, we got to get rid of Karen Bass, she's the worst. No, my friends. Things are about to get much worse if this Democrat socialist wins. And we got to figure out, as conservatives, as common sense voters, what is our play here? Because there is a better alternative, and I'll get to that in just a moment. Just real quick, a reminder, none of the work that we're doing here, the show or any of the candidates that we support, recruit, and file for office, or the voter guides that we distribute, or even our ballot measures like the voter ID initiative. None of this work can happen at Reform California without your help. So please consider joining our fight today. Go to the website reformcalifornia.org, reformcalifornia.org. Scroll down to the bottom of the website and sign up to be part of our growing movement statewide to take back California from the insanity of the far left. First name, last name, email, phone, and zip code is all it takes. You'll then get updates on various campaigns we have going on in your area. Plus, you'll get our free voter guide when the ballots hit. Also, please consider chipping in a contribution at that website. And finally, 84% of you are not subscribed to this channel. Please smash that subscribe button and like this video so we can spread the word as to what's really going on in California politics with this show. So let's jump right into it. Here is the headline. New mayoral challenger in Los Angeles draws Mamdani comparisons. She's city council member Nithya Raman. There's her picture. Used to be an ally, a supporter of Mayor Karen Bass, but nothing like politics to have the long knives come out, your friends knifing you. She announced late last week that she is now running for Los Angeles mayor, and she's got a pretty good shot of winning because a lot of people are upset with Karen Bass, furious with her. And now this Democrat socialist, Nithya Raman, she's coming in, tasting some blood in the water. Her view is Bass is in bad shape. Moderate Democrats don't want to support her anymore. And you got this Republican, Spencer Pratt, running. Here is some Fox News coverage on Spencer Pratt. Spencer Pratt vows to work with federal government on ICE enforcement as LA mayor candidate. Now, he put out something provocative over the weekend. He's done a lot of good work standing up for the fire victims in Pacific Palisades and uncovering the corruption and the incompetence of Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom. So he's been doing a lot of good work there, critiquing the problems. He's a former reality show star. He was on one of those, shows from about 15 years ago. But he posted something this weekend saying that he wants ICE out of Los Angeles. A lot of us conservatives were taken aback saying, dude, like, what do you mean? Well, what he was saying was, and there's merit to what he was saying, but the way in which he said it, I'm not liking it. He needs to clean up his campaign team. They're giving him really bad advice. But what he says is, look, if local law enforcement cooperates with the federal government, then they don't have to send all these ICE agents in. Doesn't have to get controversial. He's got a point there. But Spencer, please, politics is always about clear communication. You made it seem as though you were anti-ICE, and that's going to cost you a lot of Republican votes. Anyway, so you have Spencer Pratt running on the Republican side. And he's going to probably get some good amount of the votes, a chunk of the votes. There's not a lot of Republicans in Los Angeles, but let's say in the primary he gets 35%, 30%. Let's say 30% of the anti-Karen Bass center-right vote. Well, that means that, 70, 68, 65% of the Democrat vote is still sitting there. This gives this Mondami clone the ability to go to the left of Karen Bass and perhaps make it in the runoff with a Republican. Now, it's also possible that Spencer Pratt gets 28% of the vote, 29%, and it's the Democrat Socialist versus Karen Bass in the general. And then what do we do? I mean, that's a choice between getting shot and, getting hung. I mean, there's no real choice there. Dumb and Dumber is your choice. Extreme left wing and incompetent extreme left wing. Anyway, so this character is running, and Politico has the story out. New mayoral challenger in Los Angeles draws Mondami comparisons because she's a member of the Democrat Socialist coalition. And there's a real reason to worry because Cal Matters has this story out just a few days ago. Los Angeles voters are moving ever leftward, shifting election politics in America's second largest city. Which brings up what's been going on in LA local politics for about a decade. Democrat socialists, not just Democrats, but Democrat socialists are starting to gain traction on the Los Angeles City Council. There are 15 city council districts, 15 city council seats. And right now, 4 of the 15, almost 25%, held by Democrat socialists. They hold 4 of the seats, one of whom is that Democrat socialist councilwoman now running as the Mondami character against Karen Bass. Well, in this election, they have a plan to take the majority of the seats on the Los Angeles City Council. They're not content with just 4 out of 15. They want 8 out of 15. And in this election, there are 8 seats up of the 15. All the odd number districts, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, and 15 are all up. Those council districts are up in Los Angeles, and they need to capture 4 of those seats. 4 of the seats that are up. They already hold 2 of them. So if they get an additional 4 of those 8 seats up, they get a majority on the LA City Council. And California Post has this story. Inside the Democrat Socialist extreme plan for Los Angeles: seizing property, replacing cops, defund police, closing the jails. So they have an all-in campaign in Los Angeles. So now they've got a city council member running for mayor, and that is their strategy to boost interest in the Democrat Socialists and sweep in a majority of the council members. They're being very strategic here. They win even if they lose the mayor's seat, because by having this candidate run for mayor, she becomes the top of the ticket for all the council candidates, and they're able to run a pretty united ground operation in each of those council districts to turn out the vote and flip those seats. By the way, the candidate running for mayor as the Democrat Socialist, Nitha Raman, she's in a seat that's not up for city council. So she gets a free pass on running because her seat's not up until 2028. So this is a real possibility that even if they fall short of the mayor's seat, and I still think they have a pretty good shot with this wingnut winning mayor, because I agree, Cal Matters is correct. LA voters are bat blank crazy. They're drifting farther left. Despite all the evidence that the Democrat policies have completely screwed LA, high cost of living, dilapidated roads, homelessness crisis, crime wave, job losses, all of the damage that's been done in LA, the incompetence in the wildfires. You'd think that these voters would wake up and be like, okay, we got to get away from this nonsense. Nope. Some of them are doubling down on cray-cray. And that opens this opportunity for the DSA, Democrat Socialist political movement, to take more control of LA city government. And so this is all a real thing. You need to pay attention to this, because as you think this is just a fight between Democrats and Republicans, no. It's a fight between Democrats, Republicans, and far left Democrats, the Democrat Socialists. Cal Post is also paying attention to the mayor's race. I love this headline. Red Rahman, extreme socialist agenda behind new mayoral candidate. That's the cover of California Post. Look, at Reform California, we support Spencer Pratt, the common sense alternative to the insanity in Los Angeles. And we're not going to back away from that. People say, oh, Carl, now that this socialist is running, you need to back Karen Bass. Yeah, not going to happen. Not going to happen, period, full stop. If the voters in LA want to go forward with a Democrat and a Democrat socialist, they deserve every bit of pain and suffering they're about to get. No. We need to stand on principle and back a principled candidate. So, notwithstanding my reservations about the piss poor way Spencer Pratt is running his campaign, again, Spencer, just fire your campaign consultant. I know who you hired. She is a grifter. She's going to let you down. She's already fractured a lot of coalition support that would have gone your way. He's running a lousy campaign, and with that post about how he wants to get ICE out of LA, really turning off a lot of voters. Again, it's because he has a bad campaign consultant giving him bad advice. We might be able to fix that. But we're still going to support, with reservations, Spencer Pratt in the primary, because you don't say, oh, let's go for the lesser of the two evils. No, you go with a candidate that you think can actually do a better job. And of these three major candidates running, the Democrat Socialist, Karen Bass, and Spencer Pratt, we're going to stick with Spencer Pratt. At Reform California, we've got to make decisions in almost all the local races across the state of California. Right now, we're trying to recruit candidates, so we have good candidates running in every open seat. You can only do that with your help, so chip in a contribution at reformcalifornia.org, reformcalifornia.org, and sign up at that website. You would have thought LA would be trading up. Nope, they may be trading down. As insane as that is, they may be trading down in this election. And we're going to fight to try to prevent that. Until next time, I'm Carl DeMaio, Chairman of Reform California and a California State Representative. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. But before you click away, please subscribe to this channel and click that notification button so you get updated when we post new episodes. Plus, like this video and share it with your friends so that we can help spread our message across the state.